the world's first vending machine. Many people believe that the first vending machine was invented in modern times, but this couldn't be further from the truth. You won't believe how far back the first vending machine actually dates. In 200 BC, around the time that Jesus was born, a Greek engineer and mathematician named Hero of Alexandria invented the first vending machine. And believe it or not, it was incredibly advanced for its time. But what did the first vending machine even do? Well, you can probably guess that it had something to do with dispensing goods or services for money. After all, that's the primary purpose of any vending machine today. But that wasn't the only purpose of vending machines, at least not in ancient Greece. You see, Hero of Alexandria's invention was designed to dispense holy water in the Temple of Athena in Greece. The machine would take a coin from worshippers and then automatically give them a small cup of holy water to use in religious ceremonies. Of course, there was no electricity or complex electronics involved. Instead, Hero's invention used a simple system of levers, weights, and pulleys to control the flow of holy water. To use the machine, a worshipper would insert a coin into a slot. If the coin was the right value, it would cause a pan to tip over. This activated a lever which opened a valve allowing water to flow into the cup. Once the water reached a certain level, the valve would automatically close and the coin would drop down a chute, landing in a container below the machine. This ingenious invention solved a practical problem for the priests in the temple who were in charge of distributing holy water. Before Hero's invention, they had to manually measure out the holy water for each person, which was not only time-consuming, but also led to a lot of waste. Some people would simply take too much holy water, and others would get too little. But with the first vending machine, the priests could focus on other tasks while the machine automatically dispensed the perfect amount of holy water for everyone. In fact, Hero's invention was so advanced that it even had a built-in safety mechanism. If a worshipper tried to trick the machine by inserting a counterfeit coin, it would simply not dispense any water and the coin would be wasted. So, how did this ancient invention work exactly? Well, let's take a closer look inside the first vending machine. At the top of the machine, there was a coin slot where worshippers would insert their coins. When a coin was inserted, it would land on a pan connected to a set of scales. This pan was designed to hold the weight of a specific type of coin. If the coin was placed on the pan, the scales would tip, triggering a mechanical arm to move. The arm would open a valve allowing water to flow through a pipe into the cup. Once the cup was filled to a certain level, a float in the water pipe would signal for the valve to close. Meanwhile, another set of scales was positioned below the coin slot. As the coin slid off the pan and into the chute, it would land on these scales. If the coin was of the right weight, it would trigger a mechanism to drop the coin into a collection container. But if the coin was too heavy or too light, it would remain on the scales and the worshipper would lose their money. So how much did this ancient vending machine cost? Unfortunately, we don't know the exact price since records of currency from that time period are incomplete. However, we do know that the cost of the machine was equivalent to about 2.5 gallons of wine. Considering that wine was worth approximately 10 Attic drachmas per gallon, the total cost of the machine would have been around 25 drachmas. In today's money, this would be equal to roughly $750. So, while the first vending machine may not have been the most valuable invention in ancient Greece, it was certainly one of the most practical. It's hard to imagine how people dispensed holy water before Hero's invention. And it's even harder to believe that someone as advanced as Hero of Alexandria existed so long ago. But the truth is that vending machines have come a long way since then. From simple coin-operated devices to complex computer systems, the evolution of the vending machine has been nothing short of remarkable. Today, vending machines are found everywhere from airports to office buildings to college campuses. They offer everything from snacks and drinks to hot meals and even electronics. And who knows what the future will bring? Maybe one day we'll have vending machines that can dispense anything we want with just the push of a button.